Hey, this week's episode has us on the road to Annapolis, Maryland, riding drop-top style in our 1968 convertible Caddy, and we couldn't ask for a more beautiful couple of days to do it. Originally settled by the Puritans and called Providence, Sir Francis Nicholson later renamed the city Annapolis in honor of Princess Anne, the future Queen of England. But before we tell you more, we need to do what is essential to sustain human life, find food and shelter. And what a better place to stay than the Annapolis Waterfront Hotel. And I caught up with Gary, the GM here at the waterfront. Looking at the rooms, they have a theme.
Absolutely.
What can you tell us about it?
Well, we decided to become a lot more nautical. As you see in the lobby, I'm sure you saw a lot of black and white pictures from the archives of the Naval Academy. But yeah, we really are the only hotel that's on the water. As you can see, all our rooms, or a lot of our rooms facing the water, with the balconies. It's just an amazing property.
Gary, well, thank you so much. Looking forward to staying here in your establishment. Excellent job. So now that shelter is out of the way, we needed to concentrate on finding food, and what a better place than Carroll's Creek Waterfront Cafe to experience some authentic Chesapeake Bay cuisine. But let's cut to the chase and get into the kitchen, where Brian caught up with Ricardo, the head chef at Carroll's Creek.
Ricardo, what do we have here now?
Well, here we are doing the rockfish. So all we do here is we take off the skin, soak the rockfish in the oil.
So now, the rockfish, how are we going to set it up?
We're gonna do a sun-dried tomato risotto. Rockfish is done, we're going to put it on top the sun-dried tomato risotto. The spinach on top. And also we like to put the crab meat on top, because this is the most important thing, the crab meat on top, you know?
Yeah.
After that, we're going to finish with the lemon beurre blanc. We like to put some around the plate and just a little bit on top. Fresh chives. That's what we do.
Hey, when staying in Annapolis, it's your American duty to visit the United States Naval Academy. Deep in history and rich in its traditions, I caught up with Commander John Schofield to give me a quick debriefing of its background.
The lifeblood of the Naval Academy is the midshipmen. Every year we bring in about 1,100 new men and women from all across the country. This past year we had a midshipman from every congressional district across the country. Now that's a true melting pot of men and women who will go forward and be difference makers for the United States of America.
Hey, I understand your time's short. Thanks for speaking with us, and
No
thank
problem.
you for everything you do for us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
So what to do when in Annapolis? Well, sailing, of course, and you could get your hands on a 74-foot sailboat that's owned and operated by Schooner Woodwind Sailing Cruises, and they depart right outside the Annapolis Waterfront Hotel. Captain Andy and crew trained us on emergency procedures and then started the boat and motored us out into the wind. He pointed out some things along the way, but then it was time to raise the sails.
Full body weight.
One, two, three. Hey! One, two, three, pull!
Then the boys got behind the helm and ready for their first command, tacking, to try to catch some wind.
All right, ready to tack.
Ready.
Tacking.
Tacking.
Go ahead. And hold it there.
But to no avail. It seems that the storm took away all the wind for us. So what do? Well, turn on the engines. That's where we checked out some wildlife. Oh, nice sea osprey. Is that a sea osprey there, Andy? All right, just informed that Captain Andy, there's storm clouds coming behind us, is cutting our cruise short. I don't believe him, though. I think it's a tactic to get us off the boat. I'll tell you what, people, even though the storm killed our wind, we still had a great time just getting out on the Chesapeake Bay. It's something you have to do when in Annapolis, and Schooner Woodwind can help you get it done. I know it's time for our famous person segment. Who is it? Well, no other than General George Washington, first president of the United States. But before I go into the Maryland State House, I changed into some period garb to look the part. That's where I met up with Julie to figure out what General George Washington's tie-in is with Annapolis. Now, I heard about one of the documents that's perhaps the second, third, fourth, fifth.
Fourth most important document in United States history.
And what would that document be?
It's a surprise. Come find out.
All right, let's check it out.
This is the resignation speech that George Washington wrote when he arrived here in Annapolis. He's getting ready to give his commission back to the Congress. And if you notice, there's lots of crossouts. This is his copy, the copy that he wrote out. Nice to know that the father of our country made crossouts and correction. What's interesting about this is in this, he uses a word, big word, diffidence. Means self-doubt.
All right, I got to put that one in the Kessler vocabulary now. I will put it in and make sure that my kids will have no diffidence in their life.